Hi, my name is Joseph Parker, WBO champion of the world, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
David Higgins, who is the promoter of Duco events and of course Joseph Parker, has said that he has received an email from Eddie Hearn with a crazy low offer. And this is what David Higgins had to say. "I got this weird email from Eddie's email address, but it must have been hacked. He made the most ridiculously low offer. It could have been the most insulting offer in boxing history. To expect 40% is actually quite reasonable because you have earned it and it's unification. Of course I have mentioned it to Joseph Parker and he just laughed like I did. I'm not going to reply because I don't think it was Eddie Hearn. I reckon someone hacked his account. It was a scam. I reckon Eddie respects boxing and I reckon Anthony Joshua wouldn't want to insult Joseph Parker. Joseph has worked his way from the ground up and earned the right. Joshua, I think, would understand and respect that, so it can't possibly be AJ or Eddie that made that offer. It must be an email hack." So that was pretty much what he had to say about the email anyway. But he did go on and talk about Deontay Wilder as well and Lucas Brown. So this is what he said here. "I'll give you a simple answer. They pay us 40% and not a cent less, or they will fight Wilder, who will obviously win, and then we'll fight Wilder 50-50. If they want to fight Wilder, they can. Then we'll fight Wilder on a 50-50 basis later in the year once he has all 3 belts. We will come to England and fight AJ, but 40% is the bottom line, and I can give my word now, not 1% less. We've got several fights on the table, and I can tell you this, we have pretty much given up on Anthony Joshua. Assuming someone hacked his email, I apologise to Eddie, and he's welcome to give me a call. He's got my number if he wants to actually make a respectable offer. Joseph has earned the right. He's going to put it all on the line and deserves a fair payday. The terms they offered disrespect every kid in the world who wants to become heavyweight champion and set up their family for life." So that was his statement in its entirety. So what he's saying is that Joseph Parker has other options, i.e. Lucas Brown, all this kind of thing. And if necessary, he'll go and fight Wilder for a 50-50. But to say that Joseph Parker should get 40%, David Higgins, you know what, I'm a big Joseph Parker fan, but tell you right now, 40%, having a laugh. Anthony Joshua is the cash cow. He is the reason why you guys will get paid. Your 50-50 with Deontay Wilder would not even come anywhere close to even getting 30% against Anthony Joshua, which I think 30% is a reasonable offer. Now, of course, he's saying about Eddie Hearn, his account's been hacked. Now, either he's lying and he didn't receive an email, or he's just saying it to say, look, you know, he made a ridiculously low offer, or probably, I don't know, 20% or something like that. But either way, Anthony Joshua is the A-side. Even at 20%, that's more than 50% that what he would against Wilder, a hell of a lot more. So, and then to add insult to injury, you want to say that Deontay Wilder can go fight Anthony Joshua for 40% and take the belts. So what you're saying is Deontay Wilder beats Anthony Joshua, yet Joseph Parker beats Deontay Wilder? Behave yourself. Now, we know you don't have long in your contract with Joseph Parker, and he's probably going to throw you in the ditch. So, of course, you want to make as much money out of him as possible. And 40%, you could make 3 or 4 fights and not get the equivalent to what that 40% would equate to. And 40%, it's got to be in the ballpark figure of 7 to 8 million. So 30%, you're probably looking about between 5 and 7 million, right? Could you go make that somewhere else? Could you go make that in 2 or 3 fights? No, you can't. Anthony Joshua is not only the cash cow, but he's got 3 titles. Super WBA, IBF, and IBO. Even if you disregard the IBO, that's still 2 belts to 1. That's still 2/3 to 1. So, either way, it ain't my business how much they offer, it ain't my business how much they get. But either way, David Higgins, stop being a prat.